All right then. So back to sailing by the lee, even more of it. Now really looking at how to make it work in a race. So the big problem with sailing by the lee, well, it's imagine a run. So we're going straight down there. The shortest route is going to be right down the middle. And sometimes that may be the quickest thing to do. Stick your boat on a dead run, off you go. Sailing by the lee, represented by this blue line here, you're going to need to sail a little bit further. So to make it work, you need to be sailing faster. And there's a few ways that you can do that, as touched on previously. If you're using waves to propel you downwind, or you're steering around the waves so you don't nosedive into the back of the waves, then doing a bit of a wiggly course will definitely benefit you. I'm a pond sailor, I know the theory, done it occasionally, not an expert on that. Go and have a look at a few videos from that. There's definitely some really good ones out there. For the lake sailors out of you, it can be quicker to do it, and even in the absence of gusts, in all wind strengths, you can just about make sailing by the lee work. But you've got two things you can do, or really what you're trying to do is get the boat up to speed and then get it to sailing as close to a run as possible while maintaining that speed. In lighter winds, when you can't plane, that is tough. That's a very tricky thing to do, and it tends to be bearing away, getting the speed up, and then just very gently flattening the boat, allow it to steer back towards a run as much as you can while keeping that speed. If you feel it dropping, just sailing by the lee again to maintain that. Yeah, possible but very hard to make work. When it becomes a lot easier to make it work is when you've got enough wind to actually get your boat moving quite quickly and planing, and then go by the lee or broad reach. You can plane, you can travel quite a lot quicker than a boat that is sailing in a straight line. Great. The other time when it is really very useful is when you've got gusts moving down a course. So to make that work, what you need to be doing is looking for the gusts. Seems very obvious, but when you're sailing downwind, gusts come from behind you. Most people tend to look forwards when they're sailing, so that's something that you do need to get your head around and get used to, sailing that way or that way, but looking out the back of the boat and really having a good overall view of the other boats and any gusts that are coming. If you can spot those gusts, get into that gust, then you can really make your boat a lot quicker and have a good gain. Okay, hopefully that series in how to sail by the lee has been quite useful for you. Thing to do is go and give it a try. In your club races, try something different when you're sailing downwind. My top tip for inland sailing is just really looking behind you, spotting those gusts, and do have a little practice. See if you can get comfortable feeling where by the lee is. Right, any questions or any more information on that, then please do stick something in the comment. I'll try to answer that, or maybe it'll inspire me for the next video. All right, thank you very much for watching.